Hi, it's Teresa, the Smoking Hot Cigar Chick. I'm here in Kansas City at XIKAR headquarters with Kurt Van Keppel and Scott Almsberger. And I have to say thank you so much for the warm welcome and everything you've been introducing to me today.
We're just delighted to have you.
And right now, this is one of my favorite things to do, is just relax with good friends and have a cigar. And right now I'm having a great cigar.
Thank you. It's truly the camaraderie
Oh, absolutely.
that makes it great.
Before we get into what these cigars are made of, can we find out where does the name XIKAR come from? Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Sure. When we founded the company and I was doing the initial research and design of the company plan, I was reading, I believe it's Richard Hacker's book on cigars. And he said that the original Mayan spelling or the original Spanish spelling of the Mayan word for cigar was S-I-K-A-R, Sikar. So we simply changed the S to the X, had the X cut the I, like the blade's cutting a cigar, and it became XIKAR. And that's the origin of that. Now, we originally called it XIKAR, but so many customers called up and said, "Is this XIKAR?" And we weren't making any sales in the very first, so we said, "Yes, it is. Are you a customer?"
Yes, you're right.
XIKAR it is, and now you've come full circle. I mean, you have the accessories and everything else to make a perfect experience. But
well, we do. We've got products in every category of the store now. We started with cutters, went to lighters, humidification, then containers, and now we have cigars.
Can you tell me about the inspiration for these blends and what we have, where the tobacco comes from, and the style of these cigars too?
You bet. Scott, why don't you talk about our good friend Jesus Fuego, and then we'll talk about the cigar blends themselves.
Perfect.
Yes, we worked closely with Jesus Fuego, 5th generation Cuban cigar maker. Went to the University of Havana, studied agronomy, specifically post-curing methods of tobacco. A lot of history, a lot of experience. He was somebody that when we went to and talked about a cigar, he had a wealth of knowledge. He was very easy to talk to. We were very interested in all the information that he had. So when we started talking to him about a cigar for XIKAR, it became apparent that he was the right partner for us.
I can't tell you how excited I was as a consumer when I heard, not only were you making a cigar, but to have Jesus Fuego involved. Jesus is an amazing, amazing guy. So knowledgeable, such a great personality, and so talented as well. So these blends are definitely, I think, reflective of him, and I think a beautiful combination to see with you.
Thank you. Well, in fact, yes, he's a fantastic blender. Really is able to bring out what the consumer taste profile is today, which tend towards stronger cigars. And yet he retains a subtlety, a smoothness in all of his blends that you don't find in every one of the strong cigars or even the medium or mild. And in fact, on the mild side, he achieves having a mild cigar with very rich and sophisticated flavor. Now, the very first blend, the one I'm smoking, is our Criollo. And that is a straight profiled cigar, meaning it's the same taste from beginning to end, from foot to finish. And the Criollo blend is made of Honduran and Nicaraguan tobacco, so it's got the very deep earthiness from Nicaragua with that pepper spice from Honduras throughout the cigar. We launched this cigar originally because as we were going to do events in the trade, cigar smokers naturally would come and see our accessories and would come to see our accessories, but wanted a cigar to smoke while we were there. And it just developed over time. We would be handing out cigars. Well, why not our own cigar? So the initial impetus for doing a cigar by itself was to have a cigar to give out and let guys enjoy while they were looking at all of our accessories.
Absolutely.
Naturally, it had to be a very high quality cigar to fit with the other products that we sell. And that's why Jesus Fuego.
Can you tell me more about what sizes do we have in this as well?
Yes, certainly. The sizes in the Criollo cigar are common amongst the Criollo as well as the Connecticut shade, and that is the Robusto, the Figurado, and a Toro size. In the Habano Colorado, we have added 2 more sizes, including Petit Corona and a Lonsdale. So in the Habano Colorado blend, we have the Robusto, then the Bellicoso, the Toro, and the Churchill. Most recently, in August at our trade show, we introduced the Grande size, which Scott is smoking, in all 3 blends. So
6x60, wonderful cigar. getting great feedback on this cigar.
Beautiful, nice cut, by the way, I have to add. I'm not sure if you can see that on camera, but...
The XIKAR V-cut.
Double.
And what makes that cigar as good as you think it is, Scott?
This is a Connecticut shade cigar. It's got a lot of flavor. And also, what we did with the 6x60 in all three blends is we increased the proportion of certain tobaccos in order to make the flavor really work better for this size. So we didn't keep exactly the same formulation with the Robusto that we did with the Grande. We changed it a little bit because this is a much bigger cigar and you're going to get a lot more filtration, but we wanted the same nice, deep flavor. So it's a little bit different.
I'm smoking one right now too, I have to say I really enjoy it. And usually I start the day off with a mild cigar, but yesterday I had the pleasure of starting off with a little bit of a spicier cigar with my coffee, and I gotta say I kind of like the combination.
The Criollo I think you started with yesterday. Yeah, I love the pepper spice of the Criollo with a coffee because they balance out really well. And you've got the aromatic and almost herbal flavors of a good coffee matching the herbal spices of that cigar. Now, I love the cigar you're smoking in the morning, like right now, because it is so rich and flavorful and yet mellow and smooth at the same time. In fact, it's the best cigar I've ever smoked in the morning, truly. This cigar is made of tobaccos from 5 countries, which includes the Ecuadorian-grown Connecticut shade. It also has Nicaraguan, Costa Rican, Mexican, and Indonesian tobacco in it. You can imagine with 5 countries of tobacco, it has to be a very rich blend and a great blend if done properly. And that is, in fact, the cigar that results from that.
Absolutely, it's interesting. It's got a lot of character to it, but like you said, very smooth, very soft.
Creamy.
So we don't just have mild and medium, we also have a powerhouse of a cigar. And this is our Habano Colorado, which got 92 rating, Cigar Aficionado, and is the cigar of the year. The cigar of the year. It's among the top 25 cigars. It's the cigar of the year for us. So,
absolutely, congratulations.
And I bet Scott can give you a full description of that.
Yes, the Habano Colorado is going to be medium to full. It has tobacco from Nicaragua, Honduras, and Costa Rica. It is the one that seems to be getting all the attention. It made the top 25 of all cigars produced last year. Nice, dark wrapper, very, very full flavored. So we have many people coming to us saying, this is a fantastic cigar. We had never tried it, love it. People are buying boxes. So it's been very rewarding to have a cigar out there that gets so much attention.
And I think well deserved too.
Thank you.
Very excited from the get-go to have that happen. I think you put a lot of time, and it really shows in what you have here. I mean, you didn't just, hey, we're making cigars, here's some available. You really spent the time to do things right.
Yeah, we worked with Jesus for a long time, and we tried blend after blend after blend. We were smoking 20 cigars a day, and finally when we came up with this blend, we all knew it. I mean, Jesus' eyes got big, Jerry Deere was with us, his eyes got big. We all were thinking, okay, this is something. So we brought back some samples, as well as some other blends that we thought were right up there too, and we did some focus groups, and overwhelmingly, everybody chose this blend. So it was an easy choice.
You know what I love about the blend is the way it performs. Unlike the first 2 cigars that we talked about, which are both straight profile cigars, same smoke from beginning to end, this cigar really tells a story. And what I mean by that is it starts out rich and very spicy on the foot. And then as you smoke and the cigar heats up, it gets rich and creamy in the middle, almost lulling you into a complacency about the cigar. But don't get too complacent. In fact, watch out, because as you get to the final third, it turns into a real powerhouse. And if you're not paying attention, it'll slap you in each cheek and say, hey, pay attention to me. And so it tells a story with a big finish, let's say.
That's what you want. That's the ideal. I mean, that's my favorite thing. I hate when like a cigar starts off strong and you get used to it, and so at the end that spice starts to fade away.
Right, almost. I hear you describing a wine that has no finish, and it's always rewarding to start something and have a good experience with it. Gets rich in the middle, and then delivers the punchline at the end.
Right, it comes full circle. Just I think with the name and everything that you've created, it's nice to see you guys come full circle with a beautiful cigar to match your accessories.
Thank you.
Thanks, Teresa.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for everything you've been doing here.
It's a great pleasure. We're delighted to have you. Come back anytime.
Oh, I will take you up on that.
I
I'll
hope so.
definitely be back.
I
It's
hope
gorgeous
so.
here.
So, thank to you all for XIKAR.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks.